for being. You can have your own destiny. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. This is where I'm trying to go in life. And there are people who seemingly accomplish whatever that is, but it's not a successful life because none of us were born or birthed into this world to do, quote unquote, our own thing. The scripture says, for his pleasure we are and were created. So to live a whole life and not live a life for God was a missed life. All right? Now, I thank God for his word, because as we examine Moses' life, it will mirror our lives. Our lives are divided into two parts like everybody else's life. There's a life that we just randomly lived before we came to know that God had a plan for our lives. And then from that moment till we die, it is the grand struggle to try to live the life that God has called us to live. All right?
Right.
Now, and it's only a struggle because of what the scripture says. We lack knowledge. There are some things we don't know. Knowing changes everything.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Deep knowing changes everything. For the average certain group of ethnic people, around March, April of every year, right in there. See, you filed something.
Yeah, right.
And you still got bills, you still owe, you still up against the wall. But when they send you the letter of confirmation saying that what you filed has been accepted and this is the return you can expect. Now, they tell you 4 to 6 weeks how long they're going to mail it. When you know, anybody hear nothing I'm saying? You still broke. Your bills are still due. Your back is still firmly against the wall. You ain't got a pot or a window, as old folks say. But when you know, money is coming. I don't know when. I don't know what day. But they had already confirmed that a check with my name on it is on the way. See, watch this. When you know money, see, it changed everything. Yeah, you stop dodging folk you owe.
I got you.
Yeah, you don't want down. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I know I've been acting funny lately, but hey, I got news for you. In a few days, we're gonna be square. Yeah, you can stop dodging phone calls. Yeah, hello. Yeah, this is me. Yeah, no, I ain't paid you in 7 months. Yeah, but I'm gonna see you a little something in a few weeks. Yeah, when you know. Watch this. See, when you know some things as it relates to God's word, it ought to change your life. All right. Now watch this. And I love God's word. I want to read verses 24 to 27. Now, when you read Hebrews, I don't have Instagram, but so many people who have Instagram, I understand, Dorothy, when you take pictures on Instagram, they got filters. So it can fix you up. You know, it takes blemishes and all that away. It makes you look better than what you really are. Which is why you have to say this is an unfiltered photo. Well, now see, when we read Hebrews and we read the life and legacy of the awesome people of God, this is filtered.
Wow.
See, I'm gonna go back and read. We're gonna see it ain't as glamorous.
Okay.
Yeah, see, when you read the New Testament, it almost seems like, why I can't live like that?
Right.
Well, my life ain't like that.
Right.
Well, your life is exactly like that. It's just been filtered, all right? Watch this, verses 24 to 27. Watch this.
Aroused by faith, Moses, when he had grown to maturity and become great, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, because he preferred to share the oppression, suffer the hardships, and bear the shame of the people of God, rather than to have the fleeting enjoyment of a sinful life. He considered the contempt and abuse and shame borne for the Christ, the Messiah who was to come, to be greater wealth than all the treasures of Egypt. For he looked forward and away to the reward recompense. Motivated by faith, he left Egypt behind him, being unawed and undismayed by the wrath of the king, for he never flinched, but held staunchly to his purpose, and endured steadfastly as one who gazed on him who is invisible.
That sounds good, don't it? That Moses was something else.
He was focused.
I shall not be moved. Boy, he was a rock, wasn't he?
Right, right.
Yeah, but that ain't really exactly how it went. All right. Now, just as when we read about Abraham's life, he has some living to go through. Now, I want to go to Exodus chapter 2. I want to start at verse 11. Now, keep in mind what we just read. All right. That thing said, aroused by faith. Now, doesn't matter the word, the implication is the same. All right? When we are aroused in the natural, it is behind a sequence of events. It don't just boom right there. All right? And so faith has to work within him to get him to this place. Now watch this. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we looked at the fact that his parents saw that he was a proper child. Yeah, not only a good-looking child, but you have people who say, you have baby, do we sleep all night? Yeah. He don't cry either. He don't cry. Yeah, see, if you don't have little kids, you don't know what that means, but yeah. See, that up every 2 hours to feed.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have a feeder. That means somebody get up every 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah. So now watch this. He was a proper child, and then didn't even want to go in all of that, but his mama got paid to nurse him.
That's all.
Yeah, that's how God do. Yeah. But now, watch this. Look at verse 11. I want you to see this.
One day, after Moses was grown, it happened that he went out to his brethren and looked at their burdens, and he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of Moses' brethren.
Now, can you flip between that and Hebrews? Or you have to go back in and do all that? Now, because now the verse says, he chose not to be called Pharaoh's daughter, the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
Right.
He chose not to be. Now watch this. But in Exodus, it says when he was grown, about 40 years old.
Wow.
Interesting Bible term. Which means, yeah, we say grown, but the Bible refers about, if you ain't figured it out at about 40, yeah, you probably not going to figure it out.
Right.
All right? So at 40, when he was grown, he had come to maturity, he had to make a decision. But now watch this. He has been instructed that these people that are being burdened, those are your people. Now, you look like an Egyptian, you live with the Egyptian, but you're not an Egyptian. He chooses to associate with those who were enslaved, but he did it while still living in the house. See, watch this. In our faith journey, see, most of us, when we come to realize, okay, God has a call on our life, see, we want to respond to the call on our own terms.
Right.
Okay, I'll answer the call, God, but I'm going to do it this way.
My way. Right.
Well, if it's not your call, it's not your way. I don't know how y'all did it when we were growing up. Usually, You outside, ain't nothing to do, and somebody will walk up with the ball. Well, see if it's their ball.
They make the
decide.
rule.
You want to say it loud?
They make the rule.
That's right.
Because watch this. At the end of the day, if they can't play,
They ball going with them.
you don't play.
You sure right.
And it never failed. The sorriest kid in the whole neighborhood, that's whose parents bought them the ball. Yeah. But watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. One day when he was grown, after he had chosen to associate. Now what's interesting is, yeah, and we'll keep Amplify right there. King James says he went out to his brethren. Now, watch this. If you really one of them, he should have been living where they lived. No, he was in the house. Now, I feel y'all plight. I feel y'all pain. I'm one of y'all. See you tomorrow. It's cold out here. I got to go where the heat is. But Moses, I thought I am. Fight the power. Watch this. Watch this. He went out to his brothers. You see that? And looked at their burdens. What you mean he went out? He was still. He lived in the house. I'm gonna respond to the call, but I'm doing it my way. Look at verse 12.
He looked this way and that way, and when he saw no one, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Now watch this. See, cause see, I'm tired of my people being beat down, but I'm gonna do it my way. You know, I ain't trying to really rock the boat on it. I'm just do a little bit while I can. You know, it's gonna be a long ministry, Moses. If we got to kill it one at a time. Yeah. 13. Now watch this.
He went out the second day and saw two Hebrew men quarreling and fighting, and he said to the unjust aggressor, "Why are you striking your comrade?"
Now watch this response.
And the man said, "Who made you a prince and judge over us? Do you intend to kill me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, "Surely this thing is known."
Wait. But when we read Hebrews,
Solid ground.
he left Egypt not fearing the king. I ain't worried about him.
Right.
That ain't what the story said, though. Wait. You see that? Because he preferred it. You can look at that. Yeah, to bear the shame of the people of God rather than to have the fleeting enjoyment of a simple life. 26. Yeah. He considered all that. Yeah. The greater wealth, we look for the reward. Motivated by faith, he left Egypt behind him, being unawed. That's what it said. And
Dismayed
by the
wrath of the king.
for he never.
Flinched.
That's what it said. Now go back to Exodus. Wait a minute. Then Moses was
Afraid.
that don't even go with Hebrews, but it go with real life.
Yes.
Cause see, we all got stuff we done,
Oh my God.
and we were solid
Oh man.
till it came to us. It's then got out. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
And in some cases, we'd rather the police come get us than our mama come get us. Watch this. Moses was afraid. Surely this thing is known. 15.
When Moses heard of it, when Pharaoh heard of it,
Watch this.
he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from Pharaoh's presence and took refuge in the land of Midian, where he sat down by the well.
Wait. Moses stayed. I ain't scared of you. Watch this. Because see, I don't care what you're talking about. Ain't nobody trying to die. And ain't nobody ready to die.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I want you to understand how serious this is. Moses was from the original area of Canaan. Well, Egypt owned all that. They controlled all that. I want you to get this. Midian was about 285 miles from Egypt. And it's plenty of wilderness and unbarren, untraveled land between Egypt and Midian. He had some serious hiking to do. That's how serious he was about getting away. The average person walks about 3 miles an hour. Now you do the math. He ain't walking 24 hours a day.
Right.
You walk so far, then you take a break, then you walk some more tomorrow. It took several days of him hiking and traveling to get away from Egypt. Now watch this. All the way to Midian.
Wow.
He took refuge, which means he came there to hide out. Hopefully I'm far enough off the beaten path where they don't know nothing about Egypt,
Yeah.
which means they don't know nothing
About me.
Most of us, we grew up where we grew up at. We do whatever we do, and we decide, you know what? It's too hot here. I need to go somewhere where I can lay. And I mean, yeah. So see, it don't matter. If you commit a crime in Florida and you go to Alaska, almost 600 miles away, guess what?
Nobody know nothing about
Yeah, but you're still in trouble because the United States owns both parts.
Right.
See, the same authorities looking for you in Florida will be looking for you in Alaska. So see, yeah, it wasn't about he couldn't go nowhere close. I got to go somewhere where Egypt does not have control, rule, or reign.
Right.
And after he finds a well and sits down. Now, this is what I want you to understand. 15, he is on the run trying to escape his past. Like you ain't never left. I need to go somewhere new so I can have a fresh.
Lord. Jesus.
Watch this. And while he is running from Egypt, verse 16, he runs right into God.
That's my right.
Watch this. 16.
Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock.
Here's a man with 7 daughters and no sons. Which means these are not girly girls. They're not getting their hand fingers or toenails done every week. They get it. Getting water was hard work. I don't know when you didn't carry water lately. Let me tell you something. You act like you never had to walk to the grocery store. You can get like just 2 or 3 little bags. After about a couple of blocks, them bags get heavier with each step. You ain't got no but a loaf of bread and Kool-Aid. You done switched hands 7 times. Your hands done went numb. You done put it on your shoulder. You done tied it to your waist. You done, oh my God, can I just... So now, yeah, you getting water and you got to drag this water back to wherever you can. And that was hard work. And you got to deal with knuckleheads. 17.
The shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock.
Now, of all the days, by the time you make it to this flock, it's drinking time. See, even when you are on the run, God has ordered your life.
Boy.
We think it's random that we just happen. Yeah, this don't make no sense, man. Of all, I don't even come this way.
Right.
I don't even know why I came this way this day. Because you were ordered to go that way that day.
Yes, sir.
He done made it to this particular well to a man who got 7 daughters. They didn't came for water. They got to deal with knuckleheads. But Moses is here today. He helps them and stays there. 18, watch this.
And when they came to Reuel, Jethro, their father, he said, "How is it that you have come so soon today?"
Now see, y'all wouldn't know another. If that was in a Bible question, ask Ruel. See, I don't write that kind of stuff down. See, that stuff y'all be missing in Jeopardy. Yeah, who is Ruel? You be talking about, who is he? See, yeah. See, Jethro was just, that's the country name. Yeah, you know, Uncle Bobo. Well, now, that ain't his real name. That's just what y'all call him. Watch this. Now, he already know this is an all-day affair. They didn't came home early. Watch this. How is it?
They said an Egyptian delivered us from the shepherds.
How would they know that?
Yeah.
His clothing.
Because he dressed like one. And he looked like one. Newsflash. So while you thought you done went far enough to where nobody would know or recognize who you were and where you came from, you didn't go far enough.
Right.
See, I don't like real life. In '86, when I came here, the church, we used to go back and forth up in Oklahoma. And right around the Texas-Oklahoma borderline, right around in there, it was a hotel off the highway, way back over there. So, you know, when you're single and ain't got nothing to do to it, you know, I thought, wow, that seemed like a spot. Look down, I said, that seemed like a spot. So now later on, I had a little girlfriend. I thought, well, now we're going to the spot because it's so far. Ain't nobody gonna be out here.
Right.
So Jamie, we can go do what we need to do. Come on back and won't nobody. Dorothy, I done went, told her, you stay in the car. I done paid for it, you know, doing like Moses. I done done this, anybody out here, hey, you know, we good. I go to stick my key in the door, and the door right next to us open, and here come a man and a woman from the same church. And they were married. Now they looking at us and we're looking at them. Ain't none of this. What y'all, we need to know what we here for. Yeah. Just gonna be cordial. Hey, what's going on? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, yeah. Yeah, y'all just finished. Yeah, well, we finna start. Yeah. So at this point, news player. See, you don't pay your money, get your money back. Well, hey, we called it, we didn't pay. Well, okay, I had a good time. See you later. And just going on in. And yeah, your boss is jammed up for about 15 to 20 minutes, but hey, you done paid your money now. Newsflash, after driving way out there, only to discover, somebody out there knew us. What a drag. Watch this. Watch this. He done went way out there and thinking, nobody knows how Egyptians dress, how Egyptians look. Them folk knew. Hey, an Egyptian delivered us from the shepherds. He not only helped us, he got water for us. See, when you don't know, you don't know. Look at verse 20.
He said to his daughters, where is he? Why have you left the man? Call him that he may eat bread.
Because, see, when you don't know, you don't know. See, we don't mind using people and then leaving them where we found them.
Oh, my. Yep.
This is the priest's daughters now. Watch this. Look at 21.
And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter.
That was the oldest girl. Look at 21 again. Now, he came there for refuge, and he was content. You know what the word dwell means?
He ain't going nowhere.
Let me tell you something. He lived good in Egypt. But when you're trying to run from your past, you'll make some adjustments. I'm used to this kind of lifestyle, but you know what? I can get used to this. Yeah. See, it's vice versa. See, most people who are born and raised in the city, when you go to the country, it's not the same.
Right. That's right.
And if you have to stay there any length of time, you got to make adjustments. It ain't the same. And when country folk come to the city, oh my God. If you have to stay there at the time, you got to make some adjustments. Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. He done found a nice little neighborhood. He done stumbled up on a wife. He had 40 now. 22, they don't waste no time.
And she bore a son, and he called his name Gershom, expulsion or a stranger there.
Wow.
For he said, I have been a stranger and a sojourner in a foreign land.
We like to dress stuff up. Man, you're a killer on the run. Did he not kill in Egypt?
Yeah.
When you kill him on the run, what they call that?
Fugitive.
Why didn't he say that?
Yeah.
He's not only a fugitive. What about Egypt? See, they didn't have John Walsh back then. He is Egypt's.
Most wanted.
You better believe that. At one moment, he was next in line to the throne, and then in the next moment, you'd have killed, not a Hebrew, you killed an Egyptian? Oh, no. So now, yeah, I'm not interested in going back there. Hey, I done found me a nice little life right here in the country, like most killers do. They go to another part of the world, find some place, that nobody knows they don't know. You don't have a whole life. Tell somebody to come and find you, and everybody talking about, I can't believe he's such an upstanding person. He might be that now. Watch this. Y'all, he stays there approximately 40 years.
Wow.
Watch this. Verse 23, I'm talking about a journey to destiny. Because he think, see, when you say dwell, see, Rosalind, he's prepared to retire here.
Right.
If all I got to do is help with water, help with flock, versus managing people and being in slavery all day, every day, this is the, man. A man with 7 daughters, and he the only other man outside of the daddy toy. He ain't got to do nothing. Watch this. 23.
However, after a long time, nearly 40 years, the king of Egypt died.
Yep.
And the Israelites were sighing and groaning because of the bondage. They kept crying, and their God, because of slavery, ascended to God.
Yeah, and that cry. Yeah. God heard it. Watch this. Because whatever we got on our mind, I just want to do me.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. I just want to get over in this little corner and just do me.
Amen.
The only problem is that wasn't the call of God on your life.
Right.
To just be you and just do you. See, what most didn't understand was there is a whole nation suffering, waiting on him. You didn't just come here, partner. You were born for this. You just don't know it.
Lord God.
Child, I want to get married. I want to have 2.5 kids. I want to live in this kind of house, this kind of neighborhood. I want to drive this kind of car. I'm going to have this kind of career. And I'm going to live happily ever after. According to who?
That's right.
He ready to just, I'm telling you, Israel is crying the blues because of slavery. Of free people who have now been reduced to slavery. Watch this, 24. Watch this.
And God heard their sighing and groaning, and earnestly
This is why he heard it.
remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob.
Watch this. While Israel is catching the blues, they don't know nothing about covenant. But God does. Watch this. Y'all, the reason why we have survived the life that we have lived is not because our parents did such a good job in church or that they did such a good job raising us. The only reason why we have survived is because God has remembered his covenant. Anybody hear nothing I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We have siblings who have died from the same stuff we do. And you got to know to be crying in our guilt. Why am I still here? Because there's a call on your life. Anybody hear nothing I'm saying? God remembered when Israel didn't even know. At this point, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are all dead. But God remembered his covenant. it was 35 more folk more qualified than you for that position. And you still wondering how you got it. You got it because God remembered his covenant. Well, I ain't even qualified to live in this type of place. Yet you didn't, but God, because he remembered his covenant. Watch this. Watch this. Look at 25.
God saw the Israelites and took knowledge of them and concerned himself about them, knowing all, understanding, remembering all.
I ain't forgotten nothing. More importantly, I haven't forgot that I told Jacob years ago, don't be afraid to go down into Egypt.
Right.
See, the nation didn't know that. I'm going down there with you. I'm going to be down there with you. And when the time is right, I'm going to bring you up out.
Right.
Well, the nation is suffering because that information was not. And so they suffer because they didn't know what God has said.
Right.
We suffer today because we still don't know what God has said. Not about them, what he has said about us. Watch this. Now I'm going to charge you for this. This wasn't the lesson. I'm going to charge you for this. Go to chapter 3. Paul, I'm going to charge you for this. Put this ain't the tip part, Paul. I'm going to put this on the bill. Now I'm going to charge you. Paul, like he didn't hear me. I'm going to charge you. This ain't got to do with tithe and offering now. Now, this extra. Watch this!
Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law.
He's still living a good life, y'all. But the people.
Wow.
And ain't nothing changed. It's still more of them than the Egyptians, and they still stronger than the Egyptians. Why they enslaved? Because the Egyptians made them believe something that wasn't true. Same reason why we're enslaved today.
Yes, sir.
Because the scripture says, greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. The only problem is, we believe it's the other way around.
Right.
Anybody hear me?
Right.
Watch this. Look at verse 1.
The priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back or west side of the wilderness and came to Horeb or Sinai, the mountain of God.
Now watch this. Now, the Bible makes it clear. Jethro don't know God or have a relationship with God, but he live in God's neighborhood.
Right.
How in your running do you call yourself on the run, and then you trying to escape your past, and you wind up in God's neighborhood?
Yes. Yes.
I'm doing what I normally do. Watch this. Look at verse 2.
The angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, yet was not consumed.
That don't make no sense.
What kind of bush is that?
Sister Carolyn, this bush is on fire, but it ain't burning up. So when you get to, first of all, what kind of fire is that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What kind of bush is this?
Yeah. What kind of bush is that?
Now, you got to know, when he gets back home, has any of y'all ever seen? Yeah, we didn't sing it. That's all we do is sing it. Anybody ever went up there? Went up there for what?
Right.
They know our business. That don't make no sense. That thing ought to be consumed, but it's not consumed. And ain't nobody down here got no answers. I'm about to tell you what. Verse 3.
And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burned.
Somebody need to know. How long y'all been living here? Ain't nobody went up there? Hey, they don't pertain to us. See, you're laughing. When I first got to Texas, I met folk 30, 40, 50 years old who had never been out of Oak Cliff. I didn't even understand. I'm talking about I ain't been to Fort Worth. I'm talking about I ain't been to Grand Prairie. To them, that's out of town. What? How you live your whole life just right here? That ain't my concern. What? What's this? So now, yeah. Why is it up there? Hey, whatever's up in that mountain, that ain't nothing business. We live down here. You go up there if you want to. Watch this. Here's what's important, you all. Moses has a routine.
Right.
Like we do. We go to work, we go to school, whatever we do, we come home, we eat, we relax time, we go to sleep. Do it all over again. And I mean, some of us, we locked and loaded into our routine. Moses got a routine. But watch this. What's important, TD, in verse 3 is, in order to investigate this, he has to interrupt his regular schedule.
Ooh. Come on now.
Uh-oh.
You see that?
Stop right there.
See, most of us will never have a God encounter because he's not important enough for me to interrupt my regularly scheduled program.
Oh my.
I got things to do, place to go, and people to see.
Wow.
But with his schedule, he said, that's what turn aside means.
Right.
I got a routine that I normally do, but today, I got to do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do something different. I got to go somewhere I have never
Been before.
to investigate something I really don't even.
Wow.
Watch this. He turns aside to investigate this bush. I'm just trying to figure out why it ain't burned. That don't make no sense. Now here's what's important. Don't miss this. Look at verse 4.
And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see.
Stop. Now you got to know, Jethro and whoever else, if they had been back there, they saw it. But guess what they never did?
They never went close to check it out.
They never
Went in.
Turn aside.
So while that was an impressive sight, not impressive enough for me to stop doing
What I'm normally doing.
Yes, sir. Look at it. When the Lord saw that he
Turned aside to see.
To see.
You stopped your schedule to check me out, huh?
I got something good. I got something to show you.
Well, when you were prepared to do something different, I'm prepared to do something different.
No, now.
Oh, Jesus.
See, we won't change from God, but we want to stay regular. God said, you want to stay regular? I'm going to stay regular. I'm good where I am. You good where you are? And so at a certain point, y'all, we got to be willing. It ain't in my lesson of Darren, but there was a story about, it was some lepers. Now, God had already subdued the enemy. They was hungry this night. God had already subdued the enemy, and they came upon the enemy's camp, Darren, and they said, now we lepers, if we stay here, we're going to die. That's a camp up there. They may have food. Well, if we get there and they see we lepers, they might kill us.
Right.
This is what they said, Paul. They said, if we stay here, we're going to die.
Right.
If we go, we may die.
Right.
Well, if we're going to die, let's die going.
I mean, stop right.
Y'all, when they got there, God had subdued the enemy. The whole camp was wide open. It was food, treasure, silver, gold, clothes, camels, horses. Watch this. But they only discovered it because they were willing to leave where they were to go somewhere they had never been. Y'all, watch this. You got to read the story. And when they got to eating for a little while, they said, wait. This ain't right. To sit in and enjoy all of this. They go and tell Israel, who's somewhere locked up scared, y'all know what y'all doing. It's a whole camp of stuff up here if y'all just come get it. Y'all, and they eventually came and got it, but they only came because somebody was willing to leave the comfort. When the Lord saw, I ain't got nothing to say to somebody turn aside. When the Lord saw that he turned aside, here he comes. God what?
God called to him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here am I.
Can you imagine a talking bush? Can you imagine a talking bush that knows
Your name. Your name.
I done traveled almost 300 miles to a place I ain't never been, only to discover somebody here knows my name. Wow. It's almost, he's almost 80 years old now. Wait, I really just came to investigate this bush. I didn't know all this was up here. Look at verse 5. Come on.
God said, do not come near. Put your shoes off your feet, for the place on which you stand is holy ground.
Now, why all this in the narrative? Who ran Egypt? Who had a daughter who raised him as her own? There was nobody higher in Egypt than Pharaoh. He was the man. So as a boy growing up, where could Moses not go? And I told you, see, boys are different than girls. See, girls will knock on the door, and if you don't answer, they're just going on somewhere. Now, boys, whether you answer or not, they're coming on in the room. I don't care what you're doing, dressed or naked. See, so Moses has been used to going all over Pharaoh's palace. Wait. This ain't what you think it is, son. Hey, don't get no closer. Matter of fact, take your shoes off. What's all this about? The place that you stand in is holy ground. Now you imagine after God says that, now you got to look down. Wait, hold on. Where am I at? What is this place? First of all, I'm going to let me for the bush. Now the bush is talking. I don't see nobody. Now you telling me the ground I'm standing on is holy. What? What in the world have I come to? What's this? What's this? Look at 6.
Also he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
Stop. When you hear that in that order, do you know what that is in English? The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob is the covenant God. Guess who don't know that? See, you call yourself associating with the nation of Israel, but when it got tough, with no intention.
I'm coming back.
What about your people, though? I am the God of your father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why didn't he just say, I'm your God? Because he wasn't yet. And Moses what?
Hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God.
Watch this. 7.
And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt,
Oh, Lord.
and have heard their cry because of their taskmasters and oppressors. For I know their sorrow and sufferings and trials.
That's 40 years ago when I left there. Yeah, I didn't forget about them, but yeah, they are really catching it down there. I feel your pain, God. Come on.
See, what's amazing about this is that, see, sometimes we run away from things, and we don't know what we're wanting to, but we know that we're running away from, our past or whatever. Right. But it's amazing how God gets us in a position to where He's introducing us to a covenant. You've been clearly walked into. You have no idea. These people have noticed you from an area that you've never been in before. And God has put you in a position to introduce something to you that you don't even understand yet. And so for us, it's just motivating because no matter where you go, no matter what you do, God has destiny on your life. You might not know it at that time, but He has it on your life. And that just gives you the motivation. Don't ever quit because He has something for you.
Yeah.
And He clearly had something for him right there. And so it's just, I don't know, blowing my mind more than anything that I can see holy ground from some place that he's never been before. But he's been ordained to be in that specific spot at that specific time. Just, that's not a coincidence. So it's just amazing how God does what He does.
And here's your, see, you're not shouting. This is a shouting church. This is where you shout at. When you see the awesomeness of God, when He tells him, take your shoes off for you're standing on. Watch this. But he wasn't holy. You're a killer on the run. And while these people don't know it, I do. Watch this. While you ran from your past, you can't run from me. Now you imagine that, Dorothy.
You running to me.
Watch this. And even though you ran right into me and you're not holy, I didn't allow your past, which you ain't dealt with, which is still your present, I haven't allowed that to discredit or discount you and cause you to not be able to stand in a holy place in front of a holy God to answer a holy call.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Come on. Which way you have for? You wasn't shouting.
That was for all in. That's all right. For all in.
I told you, the lesson is a journey. It's a journey to destiny. And Ladarian, it's not for everybody.
No, sir. That's right. No, sir.
When you understand, you got to choose covenant. See, as a child, Dorothy, when I get mad at my parents, who may be in covenant with God, and I don't want to obey them, and I think I'm disobeying my parents, but I'm really disobeying God because they're trying to follow the order of God. See, when I leave, I'm making a conscious choice. Am I staying with the covenant or I'm going away from the covenant? You got to choose it. You got to understand what is at stake. Because when you look at all of this, I don't care what's going on with you. I'm letting you stand here. Not because you holy, but because I am.
Right. That's amazing because I'm not really family. We have a close family, but me, for some reason, I push away. And it's all because I was walking into covenant. Because people couldn't understand why I couldn't hang or why I couldn't tolerate certain things. It wasn't that I was holier than thou or I thought I was better. God was taking me out of that. And it bothered me sometimes, like when they had gatherings and stuff, I didn't want to be around it. I didn't want it. This is my family to me. You know, I'm not saying that they're not my family, but I make a conscious choice to say I'm going to go where God wants me to go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be where God wants me to be. I don't care how many times y'all say, you know, your church this and your church that. It ain't always about your church. It's not about my church. It's about God. And the cousin that I live with, when we moved out of the house with each other, we don't talk like we used to. And it don't bother me, but it bothers me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the love is there, but we don't have anything in common, really. And I think even when we lived together, I know I rubbed off on her because she calmed me down and everything is spiritual, you know. But relationship with family is, because I'm in covenant here, I know that it's blood here, but this covenant over here, this blood over here is totally different. And I know that, and I can distinguish the two. And even with my mom and my daddy, I love them, and you know, they call me and they say come, and I go, but you can't disrupt what I have today. Like my dad, he'll call me 24/7 because he forgets. But he called me a while ago when the phone it rings. Daddy, I'm at church. Oh, okay. You know, it's just I choose to be where I am. And I know that it's God because I used to have this bond with family. But I no longer have that desire. I no longer have that bond. And it's like, it don't bother me, but then at the same time, it's like, why am I like that? But I know why. Because God has a time and a purpose for everything. He has something for me to do here. And family and all of that is all good, but what I got is better. And so I choose it.
Because you're on your way somewhere.
Yes, yes.
You feel like you feel some type of way because you wish they could go.
Yes, yes.
But what you understand is, you didn't call you, you didn't choose you.
I did not.
And so, it is what it is based on the will of God. Watch this, we're almost out of time. Watch this. Watch this, God wants you to see something. Because again, we're with the plan of God till we find out we're part of the plan. Watch this, look at it, we're almost there.
And I have come down to deliver them out of the hand and power of the Egyptians.
Yeah.
And to bring them up out of that land to a land good and large, a land flowing with milk and honey, a land of plenty, to the place of the Canaanite, the Hittite, the Amorite, the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite.
All them folk we read about, I'm putting them out. I'm going to do that. See, Moses, yeah, good. Yeah. Do your thing, God. I'm with that. Come on.
Now behold, the cry of the Israelites has come to me, and I have also seen how the Egyptians oppress them.
I saw it too. So yeah, you're in the right neighborhood. Yeah, because they be dogging them, man. Go ahead.
Come now, therefore, and I will send you to Pharaoh.
What, huh?
Right there.
What? Say what?
Say what?
Come now, therefore.
Serious? That's real.
Huh?
I will send you to Pharaoh,
That,
that you might bring forth my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt.
stop. Not only am I a fugitive on the run, I killed somebody. The next day, what happened?
They knew I had
They told me they saw me.
It was two Hebrews fighting.
They told me they saw me.
And while he tried to break it up, what did they tell him?
Get
You
your
gonna
business
kill
out.
other guy?
Huh?
Your business is out.
Okay.
We know you.
Wait. Who made you?
Okay.
A prince and a... You ain't nobody. You don't tell us.
What to do?
I got news for you. That ain't never. Because not only is he killed somebody circulating, that part is too. That joker try to break us up. He ain't nobody. And Moses, no. Hey, listen, that ain't no, not me. I'm trying to tell you. I think it's a great plan. You just need to get somebody else.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's everybody in this room.
Yes, sir.
When God lay out the plan, y'all be talking about hallelujah. Yes, God. That's it. Yeah. White folk, black folk, poor folk. You know, the ghetto. Yeah, God, come on. The homeless, the jail, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, they need help. Get them, help them, God. Help them. Yeah. Tell God, turn around and say, yeah. You finna do it. Who? Yeah. Wait a minute. Look at 11. And Moses.
And Moses said to God,
Because God been doing all this talking till they got to that point.
who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?
Dude, you got the wrong one. I'm good. You see where I live?
Living the life right here.
Right here, man. I got my little wife and kid. And then we have church right here.
Yes, Lord.
What, don't somebody here need to be delivered? It's got to be some kind of bondage here. And let's do a ministry here.
Yes.
It's got to be a working Midian. Ain't it a working Midian? Hey, this man can't live forever. Hey, whatever his job was, how about I just take over my father-in-law's job and I be the priest of Midian? How about that?
Right.
How about I serve you right here, God? All to Jesus. Right here, God. How about right here? Okay, I'll do ministry, but right here. I ain't going, no. It's somebody, hey, I left up for a reason. Yeah, I wasn't homeless for you to deliver me, God, to minister to the homeless. I wanted you to deliver me so that I could live in the suburb. Anybody hear what I'm saying? So what, I did a crime and I was in jail and people in there need the word worse. I just needed you to get me out, God. Not for me to turn around and have to go back to jail and minister to them folks. I don't want to do that. How about a suburban ministry? Wait. Joe, we got to go. God said,
I will surely be with you, and this shall be the sign to you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall serve God on this mountain, Horeb or Sinai.
Wait. How many miles from Egypt to Midian?
285.
Now, however long it took him by himself, you travel a lot faster in a party of one.
Yeah.
So now wait. You want me to go 285 miles
Back over there.
Walk all the people
and get how many folk are there, and
Bring them out.
to the same mountain.
how long do you think it's going to take for me to 285 miles with 500,000 to 1 million people? Not just people, we're talking about grown old folk, cattle, horses, cows,
Yes.
sheep. I'm 80 right now.
Yeah.
Now, if Abraham was older than 75, well, hey, hello, partner, I'm 80 right now. Ain't that a work for a young man? Ain't no. This ain't gonna work. Bring them here. That's the sign. I can't get no sign there. They ain't going for this. We gotta stop. I had like 800 more verses to go, but you gotta finish reading chapter 3 and then the Lord said the same. Because you're gonna be surprised so that you can stay ahead of the curve. That's what being in a classroom does. Now he escaped and went to a town called what?
Midian.
When God deals with Gideon, these the same people that's going to be oppressing Israel.
Wow.
And it's not an outsider. The nation of Midian is half the family. When Sarah dies, Moses marries again. Abraham marries again. And he marries a lady named Keturah who has 6 sons. Midian is one of these boys. Yes.